It's a Sunday in May, and Ron Dennis, boss of McLaren, is a happy man. A few minutes ago, Ayrton Senna crossed the finishing line in Monaco to bring the McLaren team its 102nd Grand Prix victory. Winning here is an unexpected bonus. Dennis knows that the rest of the season will be a different story. The Williams team, with their more powerful engines, remain favourites for the championship. And though Senna may be celebrating his third victory this year, his contract with McLaren has yet to be signed. And Ron's other driver, American Michael Andretti, has only finished twice in the last 6 races. So as Ron toasts Ayrton's lead in the championship, he knows all too well the challenge facing his team just to keep in contention. It's in Portugal 4 months later that the season reaches its climax. Since Monaco there have been no more McLaren victories. Andretti has gone, and Ron arrives knowing that his off-the-record views about Senna have been misquoted in the press.
I think Ayrton's a little upset. I've been tweaking his tail a bit in the media, which is not normally my style, but it's all been done with humour. I don't think he's smiling yet, but hopefully he'll be smiling tomorrow.
The Estoril circuit is awash with rumours about Senna's future. Now in 3rd place in the championship, he's frustrated with his engine's performance and faces a challenge from a new teammate. The new boy in car number 7 is McLaren's Finnish test driver, Mika Hakkinen. He has replaced Michael Andretti. This will be Mika's first Grand Prix for McLaren. For the next 3 days, Ron Dennis will be in the thick of the action. He's pleased with what the team have developed since the last Grand Prix. The car's performance has been significantly improved. Usually Ron concentrates on Senna's car with Ayrton's race engineer, Italian Giorgio Ascanelli. This weekend, other members of the team get his attention too, especially Hakkinen's engineer, Steve Hallam.
Let me give you a few things what I would like. You have a map. I would like to change a few things, definitely.
Mika is putting his experience as a test driver to good use.
Yeah?
So you get the guys together. So, one thing, people knowing about that we've put a new system on the car, and it's one thing them knowing about a braking system. They must even give a remote indication of how it's achieved. And there will be a lot of people looking for the understanding, so we must just close off any dialogue on it.
So far in this Friday practice, Mika is doing well.
8 total 6 times, Mika. 8 total 6 times. And after this tire is going to come off, yeah? That's correct. Right, let's go. 10-4. Racing driver, not highway patrol.
It's been a long time since Ayrton Senna faced competition from his teammate. It's put him on his mettle.
You could put on gearbox 1. Gearbox 1. The 7.5 left there without the just down below there. 4 increments of front right is lower and lower.
Ron is proud of the team's technology and the competitive edge it gives the cars.
To us, it looks like a series of, of irrelevant data lines, but based on these numbers here, we know exactly where it is on the circuit. And then go into this car system, and he will program the car to be 1 millimeter lower that moment. And the moment the car gets to that reference point, the front goes down 1 millimeter, and we actually program each corner 4 times, so the car changes its suspension characteristics 4 times in every corner.
So I would be looking to increase this first run by maybe 1 or 2 laps to get a good feel for the car, so that we get a solid change, another run followed by the final run on new tyres. I think that's what we'll have to do.
if you're going to do that, I'd put another lap on here.
Another lap on that one.
But it's only my suggestion. You do what you want.
I like to think that I have something to contribute. Obviously, having started motor racing in 1966, I've got quite a lot of experience to bear. But to be honest, it would probably function pretty well without me. When I'm talking to the mechanics or to David, the team manager, it's really to reassure myself that they're thinking the way I'm thinking.
I've got to call everyone together and get them in the corner of the garage and say this is...
If there's a little uncertainty, or if they feel indecisive about an issue, then I can add my opinion and hopefully contribute to the decision being taken correctly.
Like now.
And no loss of power at any revs.
Oh, there. That noise is a funny noise.
Ayrton is positive there's something wrong with his engine, but the engineers are not so sure.
If we believe him, which I'm sure we do, we've got no alternative than to change it. I don't think we should waste time on anything else. I think we've got to change it. He's adamant, I mean, that it's got the noise. The engine runs all right, all the valves are there, but I can't see any alternative to changing it. If he's adamant as the noise, I don't think he would say the noise, you know. You can use them. Would you leave it in? I'm asking you. I'm asking you. What would you do?
The problem's not that. The problem's the engine's going in.
Do they change what appears to be a perfectly good engine simply because of a driver's hunch?
Okay, this is the best engine. He's got the other three engines are down. And give him the option. Do you want to...
Team manager Dave Ryan decides to take the risk. When the old engine is stripped down, they find a defective camshaft. Ayrton was right. At the end of the first morning practice, Mika has done astonishingly well. He's almost as fast as Senna.
I may do, yes. But I'll let you know.
Meanwhile, Ron has a date with Finland's press, who want to know what he thinks of his new driver.
And what's the problem in a high speed is to understand. Feels on the back end, goes like this in a high speed and pushing the front.
Right.
And it makes the car very unstable. You can't really be hard on the power, because if you try to go on hard on the power, you're going to spun. And if you try to, you have to back off all the time to be under the limit. And,
well, it's a shame. I mean, he's got two disadvantages. One is that he's too good looking. Another big disadvantage, especially around me, is he's got too much hair. The fact remains that no, he's very professional. Of course, there's a bit of immaturity there, but that's because he's young. I find it, anyway, extremely refreshing. You know, there's a little bit of naivety there, but it's a good value. It's not a bad one. You know, it's nice to see sort of, you know, the degree of innocence. I can just imagine the headline now in Finland. You know, Ron Dennis says Mika Hakkinen is immature and naive.
Time for the first qualifying session. Mika rehearses the drive ahead. It's a good session for McLaren. Senna is third quickest, and Mika only 0.02 of a second behind him.
Your split time, you were much quicker than Mika. Up until the last corner, you lost a huge amount of time.
What's the second one?
traffic. Otherwise it was good. balance was basically the same what it was in the first one. Otherwise it was good.
You can't say anything else but good in the last 2 days.
Tell you something.
He likes it.
Good.
Continue to play because he likes
Now
it.
let me tell you, good does not make the car go quicker.
No.
Yeah, but carry on saying that because
No.
he needs it.
Okay, you can get the best engine for tomorrow now.
Mika has driven well, but Ron is not a man to let him rest on his laurels.
You go and get on with your job.
What are we going to do now?
Well, you're going to go and do it's called technical debrief. I know that you probably haven't been to one of these before. It means you've got to work still. Look at all the data and try and make the car go quicker. What do you think?
In general, I'm very happy about the running pissed off with the last run.
Yeah, but let's put it behind you.
Huh?
Put it behind you. If you know you can do it, you can do
Sure,
it
I know
tomorrow.
I can do it, but it's just the traffic.
Same for everybody.
Same to everybody. I know that, I know.
You should be completely satisfied with your first day. And I can assure you the whole team is. So they're professional, they know. They saw the split times and everything, so it doesn't matter. But get out your ovals and get to work. Make it quicker.
Yeah, I'm going to go. To make it good.
Good.
After practice comes a piece of news that stuns the paddock and has profound implications for the McLaren team. Alain Prost, who seems set to clinch his 4th World Championship this weekend, announces his intention to retire at the end of the season.
Vous en doutez un petit peu depuis quelques minutes. Cette petite conférence de presse est donc destinée à vous annoncer que je ne courrai plus en Formule 1 après le Grand Prix d'Adélaïde 93.
Now there'll be a vacancy at Williams, and it's no secret that Senna wants to fill it.
So has Ayrton actually made a statement?
Ayrton hasn't made an official statement, but he has said to me personally that he is, because I heard it all over the place and I just collared him. I said, Ayrton, you need to please tell me what you've said. He says, yes, I won't be driving for you. I have decided to leave the team at the end of the season. It is a decision that I've had matured within me for a while. And I've known for some time I had to change team.
Later that day, Senna, in an uncomfortable meeting with Ron, tells him of his intention to leave McLaren at the end of the season.
Quite used to going to work in the dark. In fact, probably you're more used to the dark than you are going to work, I suppose, really.
Yeah.
It's quite a busy weekend, really. I mean, you're seeing Prost's retirement, which really I was aware of 2 or 3 weeks ago. So it's certainly news to the world, but it's not news to me. You're seeing that'll probably trigger off Ayrton moving to Williams. I'm happy for Ayrton. I think maybe for both of us it's time for change, and I only think of the good times we shared, and I'm sure that he's going to win races in Williams, and I just hope that it's not too many, and that Mika's performance yesterday continues through and sees him offer a threat.
You can check me if you want.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh. Do you want my card? Nice one.
He's going to be trouble, I tell you. This one's going to be trouble.
Ron and Senna patch up yesterday's row.
Let's try and do it best we can for both of us. Okay, we put behind us what happened.
For sure.
Good.
Even without you saying anything, that was my goal anyway.
Yeah, okay.
You know, but even without talking to you, if we didn't talk at all, I wouldn't change. I was going to just go exactly as I always try. You know? Because there is no other way of doing it for me.
Right? No, there isn't for me. I know. I think you know that. I'm very sincere about what I said.
Whatever the drivers promise, they know the problem is power, as Ron reminds the men from his engine suppliers, Cosworth.
I can look at putting that sort of deal together.
And if you can't, then you've got to sit and talk, you know, in a way that, you know, allows both sides to feel comfortable that they've got the basis of a future. I want to win. If you make an engine that I can win with, then I'll use it.
It's 1 o'clock and the final qualifying session. Mika is keen to improve on yesterday's time. Mika has done remarkably well. He's third fastest so far.
You've got 15 minutes before you must get in the car. So, tell me.
What's the situation? I'm still third?
You're still third. Ayrton hasn't gone yet.
How's it feel on the springs? Any different or?
Hello?
At a high speed or low speed? Everything. Under braking, cornering. Just good fun.
Pressure's all right.
Tires, yeah. I screwed up the last one. I went fast, medium fast, fast. I slowed down and fast. Yeah. I went.
Lost the pressure.
I lost the first corner completely.
Right.
I'm gonna go in the truck.
Okay, go where it's quiet.
I want to see what Ayrton does, and then I want to go in the truck just to get the feeling.
There are a few minutes left before the end of qualifying. It's Ayrton's last chance to beat Mika's time. Qualifying's over, and to the team's surprise, the new boy has beaten the veteran by a fraction of a second. Mika will be third on the grid, and Ayrton fourth.
But in general, to be third in a qualifying in a Formula 1 first time in my life, it feels exciting. And I'm looking forward to it tomorrow.
For Ron, it's been the best Saturday this season. For a while, he can relax.
Hello. Oh, boy. Hi, Charlie Rascal. What are you doing? Playing? Can I speak to Big Boy? Oh, hello, Big Boy. What are you doing? You're playing too? Golly gosh, sounds like a lot of playing going on there. Are you going to watch the racing cars? You're not? Oh, you are? Oh, not yet. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Sunday, race day. The cars are set up and ready to race. Now it's down to the drivers. The Finn, who's racing for the first time for the team, and the Brazilian, whose 6 years with McLaren are almost over.
I feel really good. I feel relaxed. And I know what I'm going to do.
What are you going to do?
Well, if you want to understand so, I'm planning to take a lead in the first corner and try to keep the others behind me so long time what I can. But because lack of power, it's very hard to do that on the straights, and it's going to be difficult. But we are good on the corners, and we have to wait and see.
What about the traffic jam at the first corner?
It's not going to be a problem. I mean, if I'm going to get the lead immediately, there's no traffic if you're leading. Thanks.
Cross took the T car, came in, jumped in the P car, sat in the car, sort of negative, shaking his head. I don't think excitement's the right word. You know, there's a pleasure in succeeding. There's a lot of pain in failure, and there's more failure than there is success. In the sport, so really you just know that one way or the other you're going to have some sort of emotion at the end. Most of the time it's negative, unfortunately.
Ron takes his place on the pit lane wall, where he'll spend the race.
Do you think Mika jumped the start?
No, I don't think so.
It's creeping. I hope they don't.
Deciding race tactics with Ron are Dave Ryan and the two engineers.
I thought you could overtake on this place.
No way. They are quicker than us on the straight.
Got to be clever on the pit stop. We want to stop early, not late, huh? Told ya. See? He's running a second. Say a second. How many laps before this gap is big enough to get in and out? You understand? So we can get out in front of Berger. How much do you think we need?
At least 16 laps.
On the 20th lap, before Ayrton's scheduled tyre change, his engine blows up.
Engine's blown up.
Oh, he's blown behind you. I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Attention is now on Mika, stuck behind the Ferrari. A well-timed tyre change could put him ahead.
When are you going to stop?
We're thinking about it in the next lap or so. You're going to call him, Steve?
Say when?
Any time after he goes past.
Okay, I'm going to go for it.
Bring in Schumacher in as well.
Ferraris are coming in as well.
Stop, we got to say stop, stop, stop.
The tactic doesn't work because the Ferrari came in at the same time. Mika is still behind it.
We should have let it, as soon as we realised the Ferrari was coming in, we should have let him run. I don't think we should stop twice.
think it's better. Well, let's just pan it out. How did the wear look, Steve? Just a little bit higher than prediction, but we should be able to make it on this set if we want to.
For 10 laps, Mika tries to get past. Then on lap 32, he tries too hard.
Part of it.
Shouldn't happen.
Sorry?
Shouldn't happen. What happened because I was really close to Alesi. And we came out of the corner. Because I was so close, I lost downforce. Went top of the curve. And didn't come back. Because he was too quick on the straights. It wasn't pulling enough. It wasn't pulling enough.
I'm going to learn by these things.
I just wanted to do well.
I know. You did do well. Qualified third. Right? Put it behind you. Did a good job. Can't get changed.
In a weekend when Prost clinched the championship and McLaren's star driver is on the move, Ron Dennis remains determinedly philosophical about not winning the race.
Well, it's not the first. It's not going to be the last. I think you've just got to look for the good points of the weekend. I mean, Mika did a good job. Made a mistake, but, you know, just getting a bit frustrated, sat behind the Ferrari. You know, you just got to put it behind you and look forward. It's the Monday mornings that hurt when you wake up and you think another one we could have won. You know, this would have been a race we could have won. That's motor racing.
Next week's programme follows Michael Andretti as he puts McLaren through its paces.